Hey guys, so the first video is going to be on True Beauty, and I have honestly been sitting in front of this video camera for 2.5 hours because it is such a hard topic to describe. Most people don't know what beauty is. Beauty is not on the outside. Beauty is not an exterior attribute. Beauty is interior. Beauty is what runs through your heart, soul, and mind. It's the kind of person you are. Beauty is making the right choices and being the best person you can be and making a change, you know. And that's what matters in life. You can sit here and prod your eyes with eyeliner and burn your scalp with flat irons and squeeze yourself in all uncomfortable ways in tight clothes and blister your feet in 5-inch heels. But in 20 years, that's not going to matter. In 20 years, the kind of pants you wore, the shirts you wore, the amount of money you spent on pocketbooks, the amount of time you took to get ready in the morning, none of that's going to matter. The kind of changes you made and the kind of person you became, that's what's going to matter. You know, it's hard because everyone around you gets so wrapped up in it. Everyone around you is waking up at all hours in the morning, so that they can put on all this makeup and look as good as they think they can. It's hard being the only one that doesn't do that. I can honestly say I'm one of probably 3 girls in my school that doesn't wear makeup, that doesn't, you know, wear high heels, I mean, part of that's because I'm really tall, but either way, I am not someone that, sits there and worries about all this stuff because I know that, because, I used to do it. I used to sit there and I used to freak out over all of this stuff. And then one day I sat there and I thought, what's going to happen in 20 years? And that's when it hit me. That's when I realized it wasn't going to matter. You know, hopefully I'll be married and successful. But all I really want is to be happy. And making the wrong choices now, it's so crucial. I mean, being a teenager can suck. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, it has its ups and it has a lot of downs. I mean, you're going through such a tough time in your life where everything matters and you're so affected by everything everyone says that you lose focus on who you really are. And it's hard. It really is. But I can guarantee you it gets better if you become beautiful. I mean, go to like your grandparents and look at your grandfather and ask him, what kind of pants did you wear in high school? You'll get an answer like, well, I couldn't afford any, so I walked, uphill both ways to and from school in the snow, barefoot and bare-legged because I couldn't afford anything else. And that builds character. Then ask your grandmother and she'll probably shoot off, oh, well, jeans weren't really that popular in those days. Both are going to tell you something like that because they don't know the answer. They don't remember what kind of jeans they wore. They don't remember what pocketbook they carried or, what Mary jeans and snowshoes they wore. But then ask them, what is something you were really proud of doing when you were in high school? And I'm sure they'll give you an answer. Because guess what? That's something that made them who they are today, and that's something they remember. You know, it's so hard to get wrapped up in everything that's going on, but it's important. You need to stay true to yourself, and you need to, you need to be the best you, because beauty starts on the inside and radiates out. I know girls who I once thought were gorgeous, but, you know, while they were nice, they were gorgeous, but then all of a sudden they maybe fell under the influence, or, you know, they made wrong friends here or there. They just started making horrible decisions, and they just became, someone you never want to know. And I started to look at them, and I honestly didn't see beauty anymore, external or internal. I guarantee it affects the way everyone sees you, being that kind of person you are. You know, you really, I promise you, it's all worth it, you know. So, put down all of what these magazines are selling you and all of that. Just be yourself, because you know what? As much as I hate to say it, you're going to be judged either way. Wouldn't you much rather be judged for someone that you really are, as opposed to this external figure you put out because you think you'd get a better response? Beauty is being yourself. You know, I believe in a God. I mean, some of you probably believe in more than one God or no God at all, and that's fine too. I mean, but in my eyes, you know, God made us the way we are because we're beautiful that way, and it's easy to fall into the traps and go under the blade, under the influence, put on all this, put all this stuff on our face and wear the most uncomfortable clothes because that's what we think is pretty, and it's not. The natural you is the most beautiful you, and I promise the day you become beautiful on the inside and just start being yourself, it is literally the most freeing feeling ever. Being carefree, it's a good thing. You know, I mean, you should have some cares in life, but just be happy because that's beauty too. I mean, be yourself, be happy. It's the most freeing feeling, and it's the most beautiful feeling, and I guarantee you'll feel more beautiful too. And I promise you it's all worth it, and it all gets better. You just have to stick with it long enough and just be yourself, because I promise that's the most beautiful you.